I'm just making bets for me and Anthony, and I'm like, hey, dude, send me $15, and then I'm sending him like $35, $35. Like, hey, send me another 15. I'm sending him $75. Damn. Like, it was like we've had an insane heater.
Okay, here I'm gonna say this too because I'm gonna say here. I never told him about this either. I've been making bets for us on the side too. I just lost them all. So I never asked him to send me money. Welcome back to a very exciting episode of Careful Boys, where we're talking about the NBA Finals.
Yes, sir.
Today, y'all.
Yes, sir. One of the greatest games of my life.
You're having the time of your life.
Pacers Knicks game one, bro. Dude, I am in the motherfucking zone. Sorry, quack. Right, quack. I quacked. Use a rare species of duck, please, when I quack on that one, please.
Yeah, it's before the 3-minute mark, man.
$8.
I know. I'm sorry.
F-bomb.
I know. I'm sorry.
So Knicks in...
It was going to be Knicks, and I know, exactly. No, Pacers won, but I was in Sedona. I'm at a sports bar, I'm at a Mexican restaurant bar thing in Sedona with a bunch of strangers, and since I walked in, they're like, there's people in there who like the Knicks, right? And so they're like, you really think you guys are going to win this one? I think we're winning game one. I bet on it. I showed them my bet on my phone. And then we're sitting there, and as the game develops, I'm like, here's what's gonna happen. I've been watching Pacers game all year long, and I know ball. I know ball inside and out. My ball knowledge grows 94 feet a day, which is the length of a basketball court. So I'm at miles and miles of ball right now, right? And I've been watching Pacers ball all year. We wear out the opponents, right? And then by the end, they're shooting like they're so tired trying to keep up with us, right? And I was like, we're gonna wear them down, and then the fourth quarter, we are going to finish the job on them. And granted, they were up like 20 on us in the fourth, and I'm like starting to slump in my seat a little bit, right? But I didn't leave. A coward would have left.
You stayed there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I steeled my jaw. I was ready to take it, right? And then we started to come back, dude. Hallie, well, first of all...
No, first was Nemhard,
First was Nemhard, and he was just sinking those threes nonstop, and he couldn't miss. The magnetic hoop, right? As they say. And so then, I'm like, oh my God, we're down 9 now.
Oh, Nesmith. Aaron Nesmith.
Yeah, Nesmith.
Yeah, sorry.
Nesmith was drilling them, and then Tyrese got us back in the game.
Nesmith hit 4 threes in a row.
It was
Bro,
insane.
that's big.
Wow.
And it was just like you didn't think he could do it again, and just he hit it again.
This is after halftime?
This is in the fourth.
This is the fourth, yeah. This is when we needed.
When they were down like 17 or something.
Yeah.
Come back, baby.
We did that against the Cavs. We did that against the Bucks. So we've seen these miraculous comebacks, but they're less miraculous if you know that the Pacers play at a really fast pace, and but like they wear down the opponent, and then by the fourth quarter, you see like guys who like Brunson, dude. That guy's an absolute star, right?
He's so good.
He's so good.
He's all over the court.
But he was just like throwing bricks up because they're just worn out, right?
He's doing everything. He can't play both sides of the floor for 4 quarters.
That's exactly it. Like and their bench like is really good, but they're just not that deep because they just couldn't keep up, and that's what the Pacers had going for them. It's just a deep bench, and everyone seems to play in like I don't know, a uniform way. They call it like the power of friendship or whatever.
Yeah. So they wear them out, and then when it's ready, they're like, all right, they're tired. Put in the motherfucking team. They're all fresh, and they're like, let's go.
But they're just doing like the most clutch things too. Yeah. Everybody's like making it happen. Mm-hmm. It feels like
the energy is crazy, bro.
It's not like Lakers where it's like pass it to Kobe.
It's like last year, if you remember, when it was us against the Knicks in the Eastern semis, right? We beat them in 7, but in Game 7. We shot at 65%, which I think was a record at the time. Dang. So it was just like we just know how to wear these teams down, and then we bring it. We just like Anthony says, it almost is like miraculous.
Especially in a 7-game series though, because the recovery days, like those are tough.
It's been the most fun I have ever had watching basketball, and like that first game 1, right, where Hallie circles back and then he gets to the line and he pulls the choke.
Okay, so basically, you watched that game, right? No, this is one of the craziest moments because to even come back after Nesmith makes 4 threes in a row, and for them to come back from like a 17-point deficit in the fourth, and then they give Hallie the ball, and there's like 3 seconds left, and he like tries to take it in, he loses a moment, has to jump back out, barely steps on the line, throws it up, and when the ball goes up, it hits the back of the rim, and it flies straight up. So everyone's like,
Knicks fans are going like that. You can see in the background. They're going like that
Ball
because they
goes
think it's
straight
it's
up.
done.
Bro.
and then goes right in the
through,
basket.
right through.
And that ties it to go into overtime.
Yeah. And Hallie pulled the choke because he thought he sunk a three, and then he found out.
Which is what Reggie Miller did back in the day against the Knicks,
against
like
the Knicks.
25 years ago.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
And Halliburton scored 31 points, which is Reggie Miller's number that game.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And then
Reggie Miller was there.
Explain that.
Okay, this is when Reggie Miller looked at Spike Lee during that game 25 years ago because the Knicks choked the lead, and so he looked at Spike Lee and went, "You guys just choked."
Oh, okay.
And then
that was the last time they went.
And
to
then
the
they
finals.
proceeded to lose against the Knicks in the next series in that series. They proceeded to lose against the Knicks. So it was kind of cool that we did that, and a bunch of Knicks fans thought, "Oh, well, he only scored 2, so now they're going to choke the rest of the way." Like hopefully, right?
So he did the choke, and he even said it later in a post-game interview, like, "Oh, maybe that was premature because he stepped on the line, so it only went to overtime."
Yeah.
But then they won in overtime,
Damn.
Well, that's good that they still won. Damn.
and then they won the next game in New York too, in Game 2.
Yeah.
So it was just like, oh my God, they're really gonna do this.
Yeah, it was a psychological thing, and then not to mention, I had been betting for us the whole time.
The whole time.
I got a degenerate question for you guys.
Yeah.
How many of the teams did you guys bet on before the season started?
We bet two.
Yeah,
That's
one
it.
on the Lakers.
Oh, that's it.
And the
yeah,
Celtics.
and
yeah.
then one on. We put $50 on the Lakers because the odds were like 2,500.
Yep.
Sick.
And we didn't know we were gonna get fucking
2,500. You could have put $1 and came up $2,000.
right.
Not
And then-
quite.
No, you gotta put 100.
Yeah, Hondo.
But anyways, and then we bet $15 on the Celtics, who won the series or won the finals last year,
Yeah.
as a hedge.
Yeah, hedge.
No, none of us liked it.
So Celtics and the Lakers.
Lakers to start
Yeah.
the season, and then by just after the halfway mark, I bet Pacers $50.
Were they looking good? Is that why you made a choice?
Yeah, I had just been watching it.
No,
nonstop,
it's
and I
even
wanted to
better.
ride.
It's even better. He's not being as arrogant as he usually is. What he did was, I think he bet like $12 on a Pacers game or
I
something
did.
like that, and then it turned into like 46. So then he rolled
Yeah,
that
sure.
46 into the Pacers bet.
You rolled in the winnings.
And I texted him instantly because he's my bet brother, right? So I was like, dude, I don't know if you even care, but I'm doing this. I know you're gonna make fun of me or whatever. And then
I just cracked up because
Yeah,
I
you
was like,
cracked up.
whoa, that's crazy,
Yeah.
but fuck it.
Anthony's down.
and they were plus 10,000 then.
Bro, that's legit.
So my bet right now, as it stands, and maybe I hope we're still Gucci. I don't want to jinx anything, but I have $47 to win $4,700. Right now, you can't even get them except for plus 400.
That's funny.
And before they went against the Knicks, I put because they were just the Magic. I was feeling the Magic, and the Lakers were out.
Yeah.
After the Lakers lost, I took like a 3-day break off basketball because I was just like hurt. I was just sad.
Yeah,
I was
sad.
sad.
You were
But then right when I was like, all right, who am I gonna fucking vote for now? Who do I want to see? Who do I like? Right? As a team, the Pacers have just been the most fun to watch.
100
Because
not
what they're
even
doing
close.
is just like, it's just magical. It doesn't matter that OKC is like nasty.
Yeah.
And they're really
We'll talk
good.
about that.
But it's like watching the Spurs be good. It's not magic. It's just damn, you guys are just good. You know, the Pacers. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's like
are they
miracle
doing?
ball out there is what it looks like. It's
So
crazy.
I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll just ride with you. I put $5 on the Pacers, and if I win that bet too for the finals, I get $305.
That's legit, bro.
You know what's crazy to me though? Like,
is a come
you know
up.
how every team, whether it's football or basketball, they always have these diehard rich fans that will always bet at the beginning of the season every time, no matter what. Imagine how much those guys are shaking right now that put like $1,000 or $10,000 on their team.
No doubt.
Imagine that shit.
No doubt, dude.
But that's just like the odds, right? If you're just in it to win it all the time. If you put $50 on the Lakers at the beginning of the season every year, they're gonna win one time, and when they win one time, you're gonna make all your money back and then some. So it don't matter.
That's true.
But right now, we're betting on the Pacers to go all the way, baby.
Dude. Wait, so it
What
doesn't.
would the odds be if you did it pregame? Like pre.
Okay, so right now, right? Because
your odds
On the
were still
Pacers would have
good.
been, it would probably been like plus 120,000.
it would have
For
been crazy.
sure.
Yeah. It
The
would've been
Pacers
crazy.
were not in the conversation,
Which
like
is crazy
that.
because we, like I said, we went to the Eastern Conference semifinals last year, and we actually we lost to the Celtics in the semifinals.
But
we got swept.
Things that you didn't know were gonna happen, right? Or like one, Giannis Antetokounmpo, like Like he just couldn't do it because Damian Lillard got injured. We didn't know that Jason Tatum was gonna get injured. Even on like the West side, you know, like Stephen Curry getting injured, Luka coming over, so like Dallas wasn't even in the question. Luka coming over and working with LeBron, but not having a big guy because we couldn't trade for a center by the trade deadline and stuff like that. So like things were shifting so drastically that you just didn't know where to put your bets. And then suddenly, and I even admitted to him too, at first, without knowing a lot, I was like, oh, I'm not really a big fan of Tyrese Halliburton, right?
What up, guys? Come join our Patreon because there's hundreds of videos dating all the way back to 2019.
That's right. If you click on the link down below, you could join our Patreon, join us on the Discord, come chat with us directly, have a fun conversation.
And this will help support the channel's growth and new ideas. And also tap into our closer community by joining our Discord and get the opportunity to suggest video ideas like the ones you've seen. Thank you guys. Join our Patreon. Help us out. Thanks.
See you guys there. Say hi to me.
That was last year.
Yeah, that was last year. And then they go to the Olympics. Yeah. He plays maybe like 7 seconds of the entire Olympic run. And then he puts on, he tweets one time and he talks about like, oh, it's like being on a group project on A, you didn't do any work. And then I was like, fuck, I like this guy now. That's tight. Like admitting it versus Jason Tatum, who also didn't play. But like you could tell he's just like, man, I was finals MVP, like talking about not playing. You just got this weird energy. Nobody likes Jason Tatum. Straight up, nobody likes him. Unless you're in Boston, which you're already whacked, right? Facts. So, and then I'm like, dude, I kind of like Tyrese Halliburton. Then he goes off to have this stellar season.
He's unbelievable.
And I'm like, dude, the Pacers are hella fun to watch because they're also the underdog team.
Yeah. Always.
You always want to.
And every time those ESPN Bucks, they always pick every other team than us, and they just did it again for OKC, except for I think one guy.
OKC has the best record the whole year,
and they're young too.
I fear them. I truly do. I don't.
How do you think it plays out? That's what I want to know.
I actually just I don't know. I feel like we're having one of those destiny seasons. I think we're gonna win it all. I
think if I were to like try and be an analyst, and I'm not good at this at all, and I always do really really bad bets and investments. You see my track record.
Let's go. Bet brother.
I think it's one of those things where in your head you're like, okay, OKC is for sure, analysts should say that they would win. They're definitely going to be favored to win the way that they play. But if there's a team to maybe be able to break them down, it's probably the Pacers.
Which is crazy.
It's a war of
As
attrition.
an Indiana fan, it is crazy to hear somebody even say that. You have no idea what it's like being an Indiana fan in general. Like, nobody even fucking talks about your team, number one. I had to explain to my buddy Mormon's girlfriend that the Pacers even exist.
She's like, that's not a team. Indiana doesn't have a team. That's not a big enough market.
I was like, you've never seen this symbol before, have you? She's like, the logo I had on my hat, and she's like, no, I've never seen that before. Like, not one time. And I'm like, you've heard of the Orlando Magic? She's like, yep. I'm like, you've heard of the Knicks? Yep. You heard of the Lakers? Yep. You heard of the Celtics? Yep. Like, I can go down the list. Like, the Kings, everybody. But like, as an Indiana fan, you are invisible, brother. You are not there.
Dude, that whole state must be fucking dreaming right now.
It's crazy. They're hyped, bro.
Dude, Pacers Twitter and even just Indiana Twitter.
It's the Juggalo state. They don't got nothing else going.
This is like one of those like Disney. This is like a Disney sports movie where even if
like
they
Miracle
lose,
on Ice, dude.
even if they lose in the finals, it's like they were the winners by like.
They're gonna have a documentary.
Nobody thought we could even get there.
Is there a bet like that where you can bet they'll lose but they'll be the winners?
Like the second place.
That's great.
Hey, if you guys win, can you take us to Brazilian barbecue and split the bill evenly between you two?
Well, first of all, my bill's not as
making
gangster
way
as
more.
his, so I
more.
could get you your Diet Coke.
That would be hella funny. Yeah, because he's gonna come up like $5,000. He gets $300.
Put it on the record. He said if Indiana wins because he gets like $5,000 for it.
Yeah.
He says he's buying me steak.
100%.
And that's just me.
100%.
If you buy them food too, you have to buy me a separate steak.
I agree.
On top of
I agree
it?
with that. I agree with that.
So he's gonna spend over $1,000?
I will treat the boys for sure.
He's winning though. He's already winning though.
Why win if you can't have fun?
I'm a Laker boy through and through.
Must be hard.
It must be tough, dude.
Real rough, dude.
For me,
We wanted the bubble.
For me to be like, you know what, Steve, I'm gonna ride with you.
I
I'm
love
a
it.
rider on Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, I love it.
Like,
Love it.
the rule that we've had is stop betting with our hearts, right?
Yes.
Bet with your head.
Yeah.
All the UFC fights, like, stop fucking betting with your heart.
But it's not as fun.
Just bet with your head. Pacers, we're like, fuck it, dude. Fuck our head.
Heart.
Just bet the Pacers.
Hey, honestly, for the UFC, Sean O'Malley's fighting this weekend. He's an underdog. He's plus 200.
You know I like him.
I think I'm gonna put a bet on him.
If you're
I
gonna
like
do it,
that.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it too.
I'm gonna put a bet on it.
Hey, let's do hearts rather than heads, dude. Let's change it up a little bit.
But my heart and my head.
But now that we said that, we just jinxed
I
ourselves.
know.
All right,
Dude,
stop.
what's gonna be funny is people watching this like, man, OKC won in 3 games somehow. It's never happened before.
Dude, now that we're shooting the
Third game, they didn't score any points. They scored no points.
They scored 200 points.
We're so excited, and it's already done.
No, honestly, dude, whatever happens from now on, it doesn't matter because this was the greatest season of basketball I've ever seen for me, and I can't. They can never take away all my joy. I just had so much fun.
Are you actually watching the game?
Even just wearing this shirt around has been a blast.
Yeah.
It's just been.
Do anybody want to fight you when they see you?
No, people are just like, holy
like,
shit,
finally you
dude, that's
did
been
it.
crazy.
Hey, you know what's crazy that I saw though? This is what the Knicks fans get because they were throwing trash cans at the Pacers fan that was wearing.
Hallie gave that fool. Did he give him courtside seats?
Gave him,
Bro,
I
or
think-
no,
I don't-
box seats,
box
box
seats.
Which was cool as fuck
And
for
they
him
gave
to
him a
do.
bunch of
Like
swag.
that made me like him a lot more, and I was like, that's tight. Because that dude, apparently that guy was a firefighter, and he's just walking to his hotel, and there was like a mob of fools throwing trash at him just for wearing an Indian Pacers jersey.
Trash bag.
There was another one. There was another one of a Pacers fan walking out of Madison Square Garden, and they started ripping his shirt off, like his Pacers shirt off. Yeah, it was just like, Jesus, dude.
Could you argue that it's attempted?
I
could write that down in the notes.
Wait, real quick though, I want to give you guys a little bit of an edge because most of you guys, you understand that I know ball now, miles of ball. But one of my greatest edges this entire playoff run, I have been keeping a secret, but I'm going to share it with you right now.
What is it?
Anthony, show them what I've been showing you.
This is how he knows why we should always bet, and there's a basically
On the Pacers?
It's a
it's like a-
foolproof way that I've been betting all year
yeah.
since the finals began, since the playoffs began.
So it's basically like a fortune teller, but in the form of a dog.
Yeah, dude, I
Pacers
love
are gonna win game 1. Pacers are gonna win game 2.
It's been pretty right though, no?
OKC's gonna win game 3. Pacers are taking game 4. All right, OKC. Okay, so they want to stretch it out.
They force a 5.
Oh shit!
Pacers in 6.
Pacers at 6. Do they have one for the Knicks?
Gambler sign. Yes, they did, and the Pacers won. And I think it actually nailed how many games.
No way.
We should do the bet right now that in
Corgi?
6.
In 6.
Not in
we should
6.
do in 6.
Hey, check the odds. Check the odds.
Use Oracle Corgi to tell you?
I can tell you right now.
Dude, that's insane.
Check.
I just can't bet it because I'm not in Nevada.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
really?
in Nevada.
Gotta be back in
It's
Nevada.
gotta be legit then.
I got a site you guys could use
Bovada?
I'm telling you, the corgi knows ball.
because apparently
Corgi, it's the Corgi Oracle.
the
Coracle.
corgi calls it. It's
Coracle. It's the Coracle. It's the Coracle.
And I can't wait to have Brazilian barbecue.
Dude, I can't wait for the Pacers to win.
You know what I mean?
Let's go, Pacers! Come on! You got me hyped up.
So also timeliness. We're going to BJ's for our birthday because I like BJ's.
Yep. Me too, bud.
But really, we're just gonna be watching the game. So for my birthday, Corgi said it. We gotta win our bets tonight.
Or you said it.
Yes, please.
Doesn't the game start at 5?
5:30.
Me and Anthony put in 25 each to win $215. That's how much OKC is favored tonight.
Oh,
Because they're at home. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're also betting the games too?
100%.
What do you guys use? MGM?
I use Station.
Station Casino.
You know if you win too much, they ban you?
They're about to ban me, dude.
Dude, bro,
Tell you
we're
that.
winning like $50 at a time. Like, it's really not too much.
No, but
if you-
how fun has it been?
If you keep betting and winning overall, and your score's too good, they ban you.
Dude, I think you've been like, you were choreographing or whatever, and I was making bets for us, and then I didn't even tell Anthony half the time I'm making bets for us. Like during this whole playoff run, when we were against the Bucks, when we were against the Cavs, I'm just making bets for me and Anthony, and I'm like, hey dude, send me $15, and then I'm sending him like $35, $35. Like, hey, send me another 15. I'm sending him $75. Like it was like we've had an insane heater.
Okay, here, I'm gonna say this too, because I'm gonna say it here. I never told him about this either. I've been making bets for us on the side too. I just lost them all. So I never asked him to send me money. because I'm doing crazy parlays.
Oh shit.
I'm
Okay.
doing crazy parlays.
Yeah, he hasn't told me that. That's so funny.
Because it's like if you bet like $5, you win like $112.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna be like send me $2.50 if we lose.
That's funny,
But I'd rather be like, hey, send me $2.50 and here's $56. You know what I mean?
sick.
Like that's where
that was like what I
guys
did to
get
him.
all
I was
the
like, hey,
promos?
send me $15. I sent him like $80.
Sick.
Do you guys do all the promos on the apps and shit?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't.
Well, you do the 10% booster.
I do the 10%
station,
booster.
yeah.
I do the multiplier booster.
Yeah, there's multiple boosters on station, but I do the promos on Prize Picks, but those are way harder because you have to do over under parlays, which we have one today.
We do.
Hey, if we win that one today, Pazuki's on me.
That's big.
But
That's $12.
regardless, it's my birthday. Pazuki's on Can.
That's true.
Thanks, Ken. Pazuki.